Hello everyone, it's your favorite night owl here with a Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game structure deck, Freezing Chains to be exact. Before we get started, we are not sponsored by any brand names that may or may not be mentioned within this video. And on top of that, in this particular case, we are not sponsored by Konami. Fantastic. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's get on with it, shall we? We have here a Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game structure deck. What that essentially translates to is you should be able to use this deck right out of the box for a round of Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. Fantastic. Full disclosure, I haven't played this game in a good long while, although I have recently downloaded the official rules to it in order to try to relearn with my younger brother for the sake of entering tournaments, as to add additional content to the channel, because I do remember enjoying this game quite a bit. So I figured I'd pick it up and give it a go. Fantastic. Now we will be opening this box after we give it a quick look. As you can see, it's the Freezing Chains structure deck, and it has some fairly nice artwork. Not sure if you can tell, as this is not the camera I usually use. I am testing a new format, format of shooting with this camera, as the stand it's currently on did not support the camera I prefer to use. Alrighty then. Let's see how this goes. On the back they include lists of everything that's supposed to be in it. And there's also some other little tidbits back here. And we have here a little barcode thing. Let me see. Alrighty then. Cool beans, cool beans. Structure and deck includes 37 common cards. My pardon. 3 super rare cards, 6 ultra rare cards, and 1 double-sided deluxe game mat dueling guide, with tips to execute perfect strategy. Fantastic. Fully compatible with all cards you already own. Well, that's awful nice. Let's try to open up the box without completely destroying it. Fantastic. The last time I had to open one of these, I ended up completely destroying that box. So let's hopefully not do that here. Pull it to the side here. Not the best job of doing it, but, it worked. Alrighty then. Let's see what's going on in here. Move the box aside. We have here a aforementioned mat. It's all nice and folded up. So let's open it up and see. Lovely imagery on it. I always enjoyed the art style of Yu-Gi-Oh! Structure deck, game mat, included information. Let me see, power-ups packs. Okay. Many more powerful cards in this deck. So the whole point of a structure deck, from my understanding of it, is you can use it right out of the box. And this includes a strategy guide to improve your chances with this deck. And they have here some other card packs you can get to supplement. Let me see, we have Phantom Rage, Legendary Duelist, Rage of Ra, Rise of the Duelist, and Blazing Vortex. I think I have one of them. Yes, I believe I have one of these. Alrighty then. Use the little strategy bit over here. Not sure if you can see, and another card list right there. Alright, let's move this after we check out. That is quite lovely. Now we move to the cards themselves. Fantastic. Now we're going to be going through, and for those who are unfamiliar with the game, I will be naming off the cards and what they are. It should be well organized, so this should be a fairly quick process, although not particularly sure of that, as I haven't done this in a very long time. Alright, well, not particularly long. I'd say about 3-4 years. Although in this particular sense, that is a long time. Try not to just completely destroy Wrapping is a bit of a character trait me and my siblings have. We will sit there, and even if it takes 30 minutes to an hour, we will unwrap something without doing any damage to the wrapper itself. You know, you gotta reuse. And that looks like it ain't going to be happening in this particular case because it keeps trying to stick it back together. Yeah, it does not want to cooperate. So we just have to destroy it. Not the cards, obviously. I should probably show this. I'm kind of standing off to the side, I apologize. But doing it this way should allow me, gives me more options. We have here a little scan card, alright, for Blazing Cortex. Legacy of the Duelist, which is some sort of, yeah, it's a game, you see. It's time to duel. I apologize, with the font and small lettering, I gotta bring it closer to me, which means out of camera. Duel links, fantastic. Move that aside. Now we're getting to the cards themselves. There's the back, and there's an example of one from the front. Definitely can tell this camera is not the best for that. Alrighty then. Now this is a trap card. The Terror of Trishula. Wow, isn't that interesting? I'll set that aside. We have here Crackdown. Another trap card. So I'm assuming that's how these are organized. There'll be trap cards, and I want to assume spell cards next before we finally get to the monster cards. Each have their different role in the game. If you'd like a video explaining the game, I would be happy to do that. Alrighty then. And I'll show videos of me relearning how to play myself. Although I do have a general familiarity with the rules. We have here Heavy Storm Duster, another trap card. Mind Drain. So as I thought, this is all going to be trap cards and probably followed by spell cards. Espen. Fiendish Chain. Fantastic. A Pointer of the Red Lotus. Also fantastic. Where Art Thou? Which we've gotten into spell cards. Let's put those there. Alrighty, then we got Surface, which shows a submarine surfacing, and there appears to be 2 aircraft carriers completely unescorted in the background. Not very good. You want to escort those things, they're quite expensive. Salvage, which looks like a killer whale with a crane attached to it. Another interesting choice. Heard about using sea animals for for various work, but that seems a bit ridiculous. Mirror on Ice Barrier, another spell card. Medallion of Ice Barrier. Alright, cool beans, cool beans. We have here Magic Triangle of Ice Barrier. These are all ice barriers. Freezing Chains of Ice Barrier. Oh, that's where the name comes from. Fantastic. We have finally made it to the monster cards. We have here Silent Angler. Fantastic. Let's put those over there. Make sure they're all nice. Moonlight Lake. Oh, what is that? Molinglacia, the Elemental Lord. Horribly butchered that name. I apologize. We have here Fishborg Launcher. Fairly neat looking card. A rather interesting frog. Ronin Toadin. Rather interesting. Dupe Frog, which is a frog with a little college graduate hat. Fantastic. Aqua Spirit. That is a very lovely picture. Alright, moving on. Sheenex Undying. Alright then. G-Nex Controller. I really do need to speed this along. This is going to be a particularly long video. General. Let me get a closer look at that. Small lettering and the font. I have probably reading it. Grunard of the Ice Barrier. Alrighty then. General Gantalia of the Ice Barrier. Medium of the Ice Barrier. Alright. General Raiho of the Ice Barrier. Dai Sojo of the Ice Barrier. Dance Princess of the Ice Barrier. I really should just skip ahead to the more important cards. Another Ice Barrier, Strategist. Spellbreaker, Warlock of the Icebreaker. Now these are the common cards. Let me try to move on, as this is already, should be past 10 minutes. Alright, let me just try to move on straight to the ones at hand. Ooh, I dropped that there. And to the more valuable cards in this deck. Let me, I just accidentally just cast one aside. Let's go take a peek. I'm having trouble keeping a hold on this. I do apologize. It's been a very long day. We have here Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Very, very good-looking card. This is the crux, the power behind the deck here. Bryonic, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. We have here, ooh, look at that. Deloran, Tiger King of the Ice Barrier. Alrighty then. Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Alright, Winds over the Ice Barrier. Fantastic. It's actually a spell card. We have here Jushin of the Ice Barrier. Probably mispronounced that. Speaker of the Ice Barrier. These are the more valuable cards in the deck. Revealer of the Ice Barrier. Alrighty then, that's all that comes with it. And I made a bit of a mess and have to clean this up. How unfortunate. Oh dear. Well, I'll take care of that after the video. Well, we have here all the cards and what came with it. We still have the map up here, and the more valuable cards, which I will sleeve up. Although I will use the box it came in to store the other cards. It's not that they're any less valuable, but I do like to keep the special cards aside. Well, that's just kind of good sense. Alrighty then. Now this would be just one trying with a new setup of video, which will involve additional cards I have gotten to show everyone. This will be uploaded, should be Saturday morning. Once again, we are not sponsored by Konami or any brand names mentioned within this video. Alrighty then. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll be also doing additional game videos and such like that. And the standard IRL videos will still be uploaded just Sunday afternoon. These will be Saturday morning. Thank you for the time. This was an interesting test of the format and showing off something I'm fairly passionate about. So it's a bit of a win-win. Like, share, and subscribe. See everybody around.